Silverstone is a track that we visited recently on the real world F1 calendar, and although the rain didn't actually disrupt the race, there was rain about during the weekend. So you do really need to be prepared for wet weather in F1 23 when racing at Silverstone. For this setup, I've gone with a aero setup of 28 and 24, and this is designed to really help with the responsiveness of the front of the car. Despite Silverstone being incredibly fast, you don't need quite as much emphasis on the rear wing downforce as you do at, say, a track like Canada or somewhere like that. For the transmission, I've gone with 50 and 50. Traction at slow speed really is an issue around Silverstone, especially in the wet, so lowering the on-throttle diff all the way down to 50 will just help with that a little bit. Then for the suspension geometry, I've gone -2.5 and -1.2 on the camber, and 0.01 and 0.14 on the toe. Now I haven't quite maxed out the camber or increased the toe too much, and that's simply to help with straight line speed, which is very important around such a fast track like Silverstone. Then for the suspension setup, I've gone 23 and 7 and 7 and 1 on the anti-roll bars. And then I've increased the ride height a touch to 36 and 39. For the brakes, go with 95% and 55%, just like our other wet car setups. And then for the tyres, increase the front pressures a little compared to our dry setup to 23.3, and then set the rear pressures at 20.3, which is probably the highest I've set them for any wet setup so far. And that will round out our wet car setup for Silverstone in F1 23. This is a track much like Canada, which is incredibly fun to race whether it's dry or wet. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this track and whether you enjoy this setup on this track in the wet. And for now guys, I will see you on track.